But this is an actual good death. This is a good death of something that no longer is working in your life and that you have found yourself bound to, and for no good reason.
I can't right now.
Okay.
Welcome, Capricorn, to Savvy Star. My name is Leslie. I am a spiritual healer and tarot card reader. This reading is for the full moon, January 10th through January 24th. Even though the sun is in your sign, and happy birthday, by the way, and happy new year, the full moon and its influence has a little bit different take on an influence on you. So let's see what the cards have to say. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button for future videos. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, so right now it looks like there's some sort of Libra in your life. First card is the King of Swords. So it may be that you are dealing with a Libra. I want to say a Libra or some other form of authority in your life. What's making this difficult for you right now with that relationship is the Death card. So that means that something in this relationship has come to an end. It's come to a natural end. But it may feel abrupt. You may be, being the first of the year, it may be something as simple as the addictions that we all face, whether it be food, cigarettes, drugs, alcohol, something that is no longer working for you. And this card, the Libra card, or the Libra in your life, may be pointing out that it's actually time to get rid of whatever is no longer working for you. And it's a natural end of something. And being the first of the year, we all deal with these things that we are improving our lives, and it's the beginning of the year, and but it's this addiction that you may have, and I say addiction loosely. We're all trying to improve ourselves, but it may have you very bound in a way. You're really tied to this, and it's become a huge part of your daily activities, and so getting rid of whatever this addiction may be, you're going to have to fill it with some other habits. You're going to have to learn some new habits to take its place. But it's definitely, it's time to let it go, because it's no longer working for you in your life. And this is an authority card, and when I say authority, it's your own authority. So you know that it's no longer working for you, and you know that it has a hold of you in a way that is not healthy anymore. The good news is the Queen of Cups and her influence. Or this could mean that there's an actual Scorpio here to help you, and she is very disciplined, she's very focused, she's very determined, and so she can help keep you on course and finding new habits to take the place of this old habit that you need to let go of. Again, the Ten of Swords represents that it's dead. Like you actually are really ready to no longer let this addiction, whatever it may be, and it may be food, it may be cigarettes, it may be anything, you're wanting to let it go. It's probably causing health problems. It may have even caused some legal problems. I don't know, but you're now ready to let it go. The Scorpio in your life is going to help guide you to better habits. Like I said, this person is very disciplined. Either it's an actual person in your life that will help you, or the influence from Scorpio is going to help you maneuver through this new daily routine that you're going to need to put into place. The Page of Pentacles, there's a new business venture. So maybe, letting go of all this will lead to new people in your life and new business ventures. But it's in the very, very beginning. So this is kind of a heavy looking card, but this is an actual good death. This is a good death of something that no longer is working in your life and that you have found yourself bound to, and for no good reason. And it's probably either causing you health problems or legal problems. And when those two come up, it's usually time to let go of one or the other. But the Page of Pentacles, the page, it's a messenger. So there's new fruit on the vine, but it's in its very baby stages. Pentacles is material things, new job, new creative venture, but it's in the very, very beginning stages. So maybe that is something that can take up your time and form a new habit. The Two of Wands, there is a creative venture attached to this that is going to make money, but it's in the very beginning stages again. So this is going to be probably your saving grace for letting go of whatever addiction that you're letting go of. This New Year's resolution, you probably already made it. It probably has something to do with making money too, and actually taking your creativity and focusing it on making money. Page of Cups, there is a proposal of some sort. Page of Cups is, it's an emotional card. It usually has to do with relationships. So maybe this new business venture and your creativity crossed with that is hooked up or linked to somebody that you may not be interested in, but they're probably interested in you. And so you may not know it, but it's probably going to be combining a little business with pleasure, or they're hoping that the pleasure is attached to it. You fear that you're going to have to be walking away from something you really love. I'm sure this is directly related to whatever addiction you're giving up. But I think you'll find that there's so many good emotions attached to the release of something that really wasn't working for you in your life anyway. And the bountiful creativity that's going to come from that. It's going to probably open up a whole new creativity or creative side for you that you are actually going to make money on. And that's always a good thing. And that's always good for Capricorn. Capricorn loves making money. With this full moon coming, it's the exact opposite of your sign. It's in Cancer. And so it will bring about a more emotional side than you're used to. Capricorn is all business all the time, kind of a workaholic. And maybe part of that addiction is maybe you're addicted to your work. Maybe you need to see a more emotional side and be open to relationships. Not all business all the time, but you're always looking for that money angle, no matter who you're dealing with, which is good. But with this full moon, because it is your exact opposite, even though the sun is still in your sign, It brings to light the things that you actually need to work on in your own character. And I don't want to say weaknesses, but the opportunities in your life that are not your strengths, right? It's easy for us to flourish when we're always, dealing with all of our strengths. But sometimes that adversity that comes into our life strengthens our character, and we become more balanced, well-rounded people. And in this new year, it's obviously a new decade. The Western side, we're focusing on the new decade. Also, in the Chinese culture, it's the start of a 12-year cycle, which is very, very exciting. So we have it's a very powerful year, and it's going to be filled with a lot of motion, you're going to get a lot of things done in this year, more so than you probably have in a long time. It's a very verbal year. It's going to be a good idea to write things down, maybe write a book or take notes for a book in the future. But it's a very prosperous year. It's a very busy year. And it's the start of a new decade in the Western culture, and it's the start of a 12-year cycle, brand new, starting on the 24th. And we'll get to that later. But focusing on the full moon, it'll bring a few bumps because Capricorn doesn't like to be completely emotional. And I know that depending on your whole chart, that's kind of a general statement. But Capricorns, for the most part, like to keep people at arm's length and keep things business and just money. But with this new creative venture, and I highly advise you to focus on this creativity now that you're going to be giving something up for your own good. Like, not for your own good, but for it'll lead you're going to need to fill your time with your creativity. So whatever this addiction is, okay, we all have them. We trade one addiction for the other until we get to the, perfect, perfect essence, which takes a lifetime. But you will no longer be bound to this, and you'll have faith and ask God for his help. But filling that time, that whatever you were doing to fill this addiction, you will have more time now to fill with creativity. So focus on that. You probably are going to encounter some people that, whether you know it or not, they are they're attracted to you. Okay? And so be open to that. Do not be afraid of walking away from what is no longer working for you, which has come to its natural death. Okay? Don't be afraid of that. And if in fact there is something that the law is attached to, let that process happen as well. Don't fight the law. They caught you for a reason. If there is a situation where you're with the law, in trouble with the law, jump through the hoops that they want you to. Don't waste your time fighting that. Just say, okay, what is it that you want me to do? So you can fill your time with more creativity. This is a beautiful card, your end result card. It's the Ten of Cups, which means all this has happened for a reason. And in the end, it may not have been something that you chose on your own to happen in this way, because I like to say that I always look for the blessing. I like to find the blessings wrapped in barf, because those are the real special blessings. But this is, there's some adversity here for you in the next 2 weeks. And tackling that so you can move forward for the whole year, it's important. And this is the Ten of Cups. And this is nothing but a beautiful card. Nine of Cups. It's a wish card. So all your wishes will come true. And because it is the cups, you're probably saying that you want a healthy, happy relationship. Now's the time to actually make that happen. And this person other people seeing you wanting a relationship, wanting a happy relationship, needing to be more social, you'll be doing it. Okay. So don't forget to tune in the next 2 weeks for the other big reading. But in the next week, I will be going over the Chinese New Year, which is coming up, and I want to explain more in detail, depending on the year you're born, the sign you are in the Chinese culture. So, thank you.